Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. That's for all placements. And yeah, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to be using my Wisdom of the Oracle deck to begin to get the baseline of the story, and then I will clarify with lots of other cards. So let's just begin. I'm going to begin. Here we go. Just try and create a little more space here. And Jojo and the sun are here. Hello. Thanks for being here. Okay. Oh, I got to do this again. I don't know if that card was in the upright or in protection, also known as reversed. This is the one deck where I do read reversals. Oh, exchanging gifts in protection. Go the distance in protection. All that glitters in protection. There's something here about maybe you feel like you've been overgiving to a situation. Maybe you have been overgiving. Typically, overgiving comes from a place of wanting. Let's see. Let me see how to say this. I shouldn't say typically. There's all kinds of reasons for overgiving, but it's kind of rooted in a place of fear. It's the idea where you give so much that you don't have enough left over for yourself. That you're trying to, maybe you have an ulterior motive, or you're trying to get something. And the idea of giving is that you just want to give because it feels good and walk away. Um the artist named Sark, Sark. She's written a ton of books and is, yeah, she talks about that, how since she was a child she would just like leave coins knowing that someone was going to find it, and she just, that just made her really happy. And she'd just leave them and walk away and didn't even pay attention to who would find them or whatever. And it's that idea. And it's also sharing of yourself and what's important to you without needing acknowledgement or approval. So, anyway, yeah, there's kind of this, there's been this imbalance in how you give, in what you give. And it's left you in this place of feeling like in this dry desert. You know, it feels like in through that overgiving, sure, people accept it because they're being given something and it's like, "Oh, thank you." But because there are strings attached, people typically shy away from that because they don't want to feel obligated. They want to give cuz they want to give. Energetically speaking, people people don't want to deal with someone who's giving um, from a place of expectation that they're going to get something back. So it feels like whatever you've been giving, over giving to, or whoever, they're not. Yeah, there's not a reciprocity there, and so it can feel really desolate. You can feel very alone. But this is the time to look at your motives and to understand that you are very resilient, to tap into that resiliency, to know that it may feel like you're never going to see an end to this feeling of desolation, but you will. It's yeah, it's very much about needing to tap into that resiliency because who you've been dealing with, who you've been overgiving to, they are not the people who are worth your time and energy and resources anyway. These are, energy vampires. These are people who are, they could be very uh, uh, the word the word like just focused on the physical, on the shiny things. Maybe they look really good, but they're just, the type of person they are and how they show up is just it's kind of toxic and weird and doesn't doesn't actually bring you um very much or any kind of feeling of like, "Oh, I feel appreciated." You want to exchange gifts with people who have a lot to give back, who want to give too. And so it's really needing to look at what in you has been allowing this, has been attracting these kinds of people who don't appreciate what you give, who don't give back. You have the power to change that and start by getting clear on why you're giving in the first place. What are you trying to get out of that? Why do you want these people's approval? That's yeah. Okay. So um let me go to the light seers deck. And Redbeard is here too. Yay. Got y'all here this morning. That's awesome. Again. All right. So we've got the page of pentacles, the sun, and the knight of cups. Wow. So I feel like, through everything that you've been through, if you're not there yet, you're coming to a point, excuse me, where you're figuring this out. You're understanding why you overgive, why you keep wanting to entertain these relationships that aren't they don't really do anything for you. In fact, they hold you back, they hold you down, make you feel bad. There's some kind of new lease on life through doing that work. There's a illuminating what is important to you, moving towards people that you do enjoy spending time with, creating new solid stable foundations in your connections that are happy and abundant, where you just you enjoy being in each other's presence, where there's love, there's people give you love, you give them love. It's that equal give and take. And maybe through this situation, if you're single in particular and interested in romance, you could be attracting in somebody who wants to make you an offer, who wants to offer you their heart. But if it's not romantic, it's just, it's the right kind of people. Finally, you're finally attracting in the right kind of people because you are you are changing from the inside. And this has been this is a big theme for you know, for a lot of people. Um and right now we just had the full moon eclipse, and so there's a big energy shift Lots of transformation happening on a mass scale. So, got the 2 of Cups. Oh, by the way, I'm using my Tarot of Mystical Moments. 2 of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Swords and King of Pentacles. God, this just keeps getting better and better. It's like this is finding a particular person, but it can be people in general who are a part of your soul tribe. There you have a strong soul bond with, who you really get. You get each other on a very deep level. And there's a feeling of justice of the more like you start talking to someone and you realize you're on the same page and you're just like, wow, this is amazing. Like I want to maybe they really inspire you, or maybe there's something here about like collaborating, or maybe it's the kind of thing where having this kind of person or these kinds of people in your life kind of you feel they, yeah, I want to say they inspire you, or they give you ideas, or you bounce ideas off one another, and you kind of want to move towards, or you end up on this mission to create a a life that is so much more substantial than what you were dealing with before in your relationships, but also just, materially. I don't want to say materialistically, because there's kind of a bad connotation with that word. It's like it's just understanding how to create the stability that you want, that is, um why can't I think of the stupid words? That is, it feels good. It's being, this is, it could also be where um you meet someone and you just, or you have someone in your life who is, they're very stable and solid in their own right. Oh, king, that's the female king. Yeah. It's about creating abundance. It's like I feel like you're setting yourself free from some kind of restriction that you've had on yourself, and it's leading you to this amazing abundance, or it's leading you to someone who can help you grow your abundance. Um definitely some kind of new beginning. I feel like you're meeting someone new, someone in particular, where there's so much mutual love between you. And um you have similar ideals, I guess. Gonna go with my guardian tarot, my creepy tree friends. High priestess, Cancerian. Oh, I forgot to mention the sun is Leo. That's Leo energy. And by the way, this is you. um yeah, so we have Cancerian energy, also Pisces. We've got the Knight of Cups again. And the Ace of Pentacles again. No, sorry, we had the Page of Pentacles. The Page and the Ace to me are very similar because they both speak of starting something new that is solid and stable, like being really dedicated to creating something where that you can build on, that's not going to crumble. And it's like you through all the funkiness from what you've been dealing with the toxic people, you're it's helping you to learn how to trust yourself, trust your intuition, tapping into your intuition in a new way. Um, and understanding that there is absolutely a new beginning coming. Somebody is making you an offer. Somebody is showing up with a lot of love, and it's yeah, forging this new connection. It's the best way I can say it. So let me go to my Mystic Mondays deck. Eight of Cups, Princess of Wands, and the Hermit. Virgo energy. Yeah. You're contemplating moving away. This feels like you moving away from all yeah, the toxic, funky people. Swimming away. It's very dark where you've been, and you're like, I want to move towards the light, towards where the sun is is rising, because of wanting you're following your inspiration, you're following your passion, you're potentially kind of reconnecting with this childlike energy inside you, because of spending time in solitude. You've spent a lot of time by yourself, figuring out like you're figuring out how you have been the common denominator in all these situations, and how you can change that and transform that. And that puts you in this energy of like, yeah, yeah, I want a life that I'm excited to live. I want to feel good when I wake up in the morning. I want a reason to jump out of bed, ready for an adventure. And your intuition is telling you has probably been telling you for a while, like, let go of all this nonsense. If these people were your soul tribe at one point, that that cycle it's you've learned the lessons, it's played itself out. It's time to release them. You are changing, and therefore you are going to be calling in new kinds of energy to yourself. So, let's see. Go with my Dreaming Way tarot. Seven of Wands. Yeah. Queen of Wands and the Tower. So as you're moving towards your your you know, your best life, you're going to have people who are jealous of you, who feel like you need to stay in the box that you've put yourself in, that they've put you in, you're going to meet a lot of resistance. Yeah, these people, they want you to keep giving to them. Of course they do. And when you step back, when you swim away, they're not going to be happy. But you have the upper hand because now you've taken back your power or will be, and and stepping into your greatness. I feel like this is you kind of embodying that energy, stepping into that energy of feeling very bold and dynamic. This is getting out of this solitary energy and moving towards, like, realizing that you're going to get out of the desert. And this is creating a huge tower. Uh, Everything that you used to know that used to be important to you, that's all crumbling away. You're realizing this is all of this, there's no substance there. And I feel like you're very much letting that fall away. And also this could be because of you being so dynamic and amazing and getting a lot of attention. You could be having some kind of glow up. A lot of people perceive you as very, very attractive. Some people are drawn to you for that. Some people are like, ew, like, I'm so jealous. I hate that person, you know? Um, but you don't care because you understand that the people, it's, there are people who will appreciate you for exactly who you are. And these ones haven't. These ones haven't been. This could also be just you having this major epiphany that you don't have to put up with their shenanigans anymore. You have the power. You are reclaiming your power. Absolutely 100%. Queen of Wands, she's a warrior. She knows how and when she needs to fight. And you're putting your foot down. Like, well, you feel that way, too bad. Too bad. Love and light. um okay. So let me get some cards from my familiars deck. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Queen and King of Pentacles on the board now. That's a power couple. The Hanged Man, Piscean energy, um, which to me is similar to the Hermit and Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, um, you are meeting someone, or there's someone in your life who is the perfect counterpart for you. And there's a period of time of maybe this person is helping you to gain a new perspective on what you've been through. Maybe just them being there in your life, you're like, oh, now I really understand who I was dealing with before. Because this person, they're showing up with so much love and care, and they're giving as much as receiving. Like there's, giving as much as you're giving because you're a natural giver. You really are. And this is it's changing everything for you. There may be a period of time. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay. So this counterpart, they could live somewhere else in the world. I just noticed that skull the bird is on. I don't know if you can see it very well. there's a map on that skull. So you two could be at a distance from one another. You could also move somewhere and then meet this person. But meeting this person, after it might take a little bit of time. It's like this is a fated connection. You two were meant to come together. You two are meant to do big things in the world. And having them in your life, it's like it, it feels like the sun coming out, shining on you. Makes you want to dance. Maybe you two like dancing together. All right. I'm going to go with I'm going to get some cards from the enchanted map. My computer is doing weird things. Number 53, listening. 36, commitment. Spirit of place. Number 4. Oh, 4 is one of my favorite numbers. This is somebody who listens to you. You weren't being listened to before. This is someone who cares about you. You two might have music in common. Listening to music makes you think about one another. I did mention dancing. Maybe you like dancing together. There's a desire to commit to one another. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic. This can just, yeah, be that new bestie, a new, business partner, colleague, somebody who really gets you, who has your back. Equal give and take. And spirit of place, it's like they they are the indication of I don't know, like how it was. I want to. The thing that comes to mind is like how bad it was before versus where you are with them, where you end up with this person. It's a completely different kind of relationship than maybe you've ever experienced before. And there's transformation. She's part butterfly. Meeting this person, coming together with this person, transforming your life, both internally and externally. It's yeah, it's a this is so beautiful. I'm gonna finish with a rune card. We've got Isa. Isa, yeah. This is this it's the image on this card always speaks to me of being stuck in traffic. And I mean, obviously, and you decide to take a side road. You're like, okay, we're not going anywhere here. So at the next turn, like I'm gonna get out of this and figure another way to get where I need to go. Maybe scrap plans and just go somewhere else completely different. Let me find these pages are not numbered, but I just found it. All right. Isa. This card is associated with ice and frozen water and generally indicates a blockage, standstill, or lack of action in some area of your life. This could be a loss of physical energy or a mental fog or psychological block that paralyzes you. This stasis will likely cause frustrating delays in your life. But instead of fighting the obstacle, the card advises you to stay calm and conserve your energy. And that's exactly what this is saying. Stay calm and conserve your energy. You're not going to be in the desert forever. Sometimes there's nothing you can do but wait for a change in circumstances. Bide your time because the ice will melt. As far as relationships are concerned, this card points to icy tension and possible conflict that feels like it cannot be resolved. And it's possible that you can't resolve things with them. Um, there is an urgent need for objectivity and concentration now. You need to decide whether you're going to invest any more of your warmth and energy into a certain relationship to see if the ice will thaw or if it is time to gently and calmly let it drift away. Yep, letting it go, letting it drift away because there's someone so much better. And once you meet them, you're going to be like, why was I wasting my time here? But you needed to go through that. You needed to learn that lesson. And coming into this, all of this happiness and excitement and new beginning and commitment and um, equal give and take. Spirit of place also makes me think of moving to a new place, either with with this new person or moving somewhere and then you meet them. The spirit of the place, it draws you there. You're meant to be there. Astrocartography is a thing some astrologers do where they look at your chart and say the best and worst places to live if you're thinking of moving. Anyway, this is beautiful. So beautiful. I love this reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.